I do cry sometimes, but
Recording is
there we
on.
go. But I try not to because if I start to let my own emotions get in, then I stop channeling. Okay.
Okay.
Um, hang on. Mm. Okay, so what I want you to do right now, I have to zone out for a second while I'm doing this. What I want you to do right now is I want you, especially, hold on, both are very instrumental. She's more. Was she there with you longer?
Yes.
Cool. Because she's talking about I go, well, who was there? Who had a longer length of time? They're talking about her. It's interesting. This is the first time that I've had that the female's been there longer than the male. Usually it's been the male lately, the past like month. I'm like, okay, hang on. Hang on. Practically, wait, did she practically raise you or like partially raise you?
Yeah.
Cool. Because she goes, I practically raised her as my own. I said, okay, cool. Hang on. Do you have a brother?
Yes.
Cool. And she says, you and your brother. I was like, okay. Simpleton like me. She says, oh, it's nothing from a simpleton like me. So she's almost like talking about how she like stays in her own little world. She stays in her own little universe. Like she, come and go. She really was concerned. She was quite worried. I think that also may just be like grandmother / motherly love. Like that's just what it feels like. But then she really knows that there's not a whole lot that she can do about any of it. So she's just kind of stays in her lane. That's the best way to talk about it. Hang on. Trouble. Was your brother either hyperactive or ADHD, or was he a little bit of trouble?
He it wasn't my brother, it was my sister.
Okay.
But I mean, what does she mean by trouble? Like
Just mean like getting into everything, like doing everything, like very active, very, very active.
Yeah, I mean, he travels a lot and stuff like that.
Okay. So he's like not trouble, but like, they say like, oh, well, that he's going to get into trouble or she's going to get into trouble. They're just out like exploring and having a good time and being everywhere. That's kind of what it is. It's not like we're not under a bridge doing meth. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
not the thing. Okay. Just thought I'd let you know that. Hold on. Who has the little boy?
I just had a baby.
Did you?
Yeah. Well, he will be 6 months on Friday.
Is it a boy?
Yeah.
Ha! Cool. Okay, because he's talking about the little boy. Like, watch out after the little boy. I'm like, who just had? Why are we so in depth to this little boy? Hang on. He says, I don't really get this a whole lot about babies because babies are also people too. But she says he's gorgeous, isn't he? Isn't he pretty? Yeah. Hang on. Handful though. Is he a handful though?
Yeah.
Okay. Hang on. Why is it that she literally were they literally like your like partial parents?
Yeah, we were with them a lot because my dad worked and my mom worked full time, and my dad was a lineman, so he would travel a lot.
Wow. Okay. Because the only reason I ask is because she's talking about, and I never got this from my grandparents because half of them were dead. The other half, we saw them twice a year. That's it. And she's talking about, she's like, oh, if I was only able to be there to like hold them, like to comfort them, to hold them. And I'm like, most grandparents don't say that unless they're like very intricate part of your life. Like they were always there with you. Hang on. Jimmy D. They call him Jimmy though, but not Jim.
His friends probably called him Jimmy, but
okay.
I called him Grandpa Jim.
Okay, because he's talking about. Hold on. I'm trying to get him more. He comes behind her, so it's like it's almost like he's talking through her, And so I'm going to try to get it to where they split. Now, I want you to think of them as not people in a physical sense. I want you to think of the essence of who they are, like in an energy sense. And so it's like speaking to a consciousness. And now, do I see who they are? That's how come I can realize that's who they are. But they're not their body. But it's very interesting because it's almost like they were grouped together. They were together for quite a very long time. And so when they left together too very quickly. Hold on. Oh, did they leave like within 5 years of each other?
My grandpa died on February 26th of 2010, and my grandmother passed away February 15th, 2011. So
Cool.
Almost a year.
Perfect. Because they're talking about dying very, very quickly from each other. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
Like, okay, cool. They're she said, I wasn't expecting it. It just happened to me. So when she died, it wasn't like a really big thing. Like it wasn't like a thing. Hold on. Sorry, apparently my cat is coming. Hello. No, sir. I love you. Thank you for here. He's always with me during sessions. No other time. Hang on. No. Okay, let me play that back. When Jim died, it just wasn't anything I was expecting. Hang on. Okay, so did he die unexpectedly?
Yeah.
Technically, I mean, we still had gateway. It wasn't like we dropped to the floor and passed away. Like it's not that, but like it was like a more of a shock. Hang on. Had she been sick for months?
Yes.
Cool. She goes, because he says, well, Jim, he just died kind of unexpectedly. She goes, whereas I was sick for months, quite a while. I was like, okay, worry about me. Everybody always worried about me. Hang on. I'm fine. I'm a good girl. Hang on. This couldn't even. Did she lose her mind at the end and then slowly went in? Like, were we unconscious and then we slowly drifted into it?
I don't really know. My dad was there and he didn't really tell us the whole thing. Like he was keeping things from us.
Yeah. Hang on. She wanted them to have more, but they never got that. Did you not get anything from them, or did you not get more?
No.
Okay, because she goes, I want them to have more, but they never quite got it. Hang on. Hold on. He was always a selfish man. Was your dad always a selfish man?
Yes.
Okay, because he says never really wanting more. He goes, oh, well, he was always a selfish man. Hang on. You really wanted to be more of like a daddy's girl at the same time, but like that never could really happen. Hang on. That's a really hardcore part. Hang on. No, what I'm telling you right now, you're going to hear it. You're going to try to adapt to it. You're going to move on. I encourage you to re-listen to everything later on when I send it to you tomorrow, late morning, early afternoon. That way you can really like comprehend it.
Okay.
Hang on. And then if you have any questions, email me because sometimes it gets pretty deep. Hang on. Did they have to take her off?
Of like life support or I was never told.
Okay. Why is she saying we were happy with our family? It's almost like your dad got too big for his britches and he felt like everything else revolved around. Hang on. Wait, him and your mom divorced?
Yes.
Cool. He said, because she says, well, y'all were young? Y'all were younger when this happened? Because she says, even when him and the mom divorced, he was like, he could never really see what had truly happened. Hang on. He started a new family?
He has a girlfriend, but she won't let us like have a relationship with him.
Okay, gotcha. Because she's talking about, oh, well, I go, well, where is he at? Oh, well, he started a new family, like very separate. I'm like, okay, hang
Yeah.
on. Hang on. She feels she has a lot of anxiety about her. Um, is she younger than him?
Yes.
Cool. It's that like type of, whereas an older woman would just be like, oh God, shit, just get over it. Oh, really? Hang on. Hang on. Who do you is Pop Pop? Who's Pop Pop? Is there a Pop Pop?
That's my stepdad. That's what my kids call my stepdad.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Cool, 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 cool. They're talking about something, they're talking about Pop Pop. They're saying something about Pop Pop, and I'm like, no, but they're referencing. Hold on, they're referencing like him taking the place. He's still alive, correct?
Yes.
Cool. Okay, because she's talking about like somebody taking the place, and she's saying Pop Pop Pop. I'm like, well, who's the thing? Hang on, hold on. Do you have three of them?
I have 2 kids and I have a stepson.
Cool. Perfect. Okay. Cool. Because they're showing me three younger people than you. Okay. Hang on. You have a girl and a boy?
Yes.
Cool. Because she's talking about the prettiest little hair, the prettiest little hair. I'm like, okay, okay, okay. Hang on. Is your son the new one? Is he a big boy?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, we're already outgrowing all those diapers now. Okay. Hang on. Are okay. Now I'm getting into your life. I'm asking about your life. Do y'all live on a lot of land, or is there a lot of land around you that they run, the kids run or did, or do y'all live on a plot of land, or
They did used to go to a lake and run, and it had a lot of property.
okay, everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Hang on. She's talking about those. She goes, we were fine with our simple home. We were fine with our simple things. We were fine with our simpleton area. Hold on. Were they only, did they have a brick and mortar home?
I think that was probably the home out at the farm that they had.
Okay, okay. Because she says we were the only ones. So everybody was really else like nomadic and like moving, or I would almost say like not a camper who had a trailer, or like it's not, I don't even call it a trailer, it's a nicer home like that. Who had that, or who has that?
I just recently bought a trailer.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, cool, 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 cool. Okay. Sorry, because it's like when I think of trailer, I think of one of those shitty like single wides with like crappy siding, and I'm
Yeah.
like $80,000-$90,000 like more than a thing. Hold on, hold on. Why do you have the male in your life, but he's gone a lot? Is there a male in your life right now, and he's in and out?
Unless she's referring to my dad.
Is it what about a husband or boyfriend?
Oh. Well, we did like split up a lot, but here lately
Y'all are together right now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool, cool. Because she's talking about the guy that's like it's almost like a family man, but he was in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Hang on.
Yeah.
Wait, is this his first kid?
No. He has I have 2 with him, and then he has a son.
Okay, so that's the stepson. Okay, okay. Hold on. He comes home. He's tired. Oh, so he does do hardcore work. Hang on. Hang on. Does he do like hardcore work with his hands, like labor type of thing? Cool. Okay, because they're talking about his muscles or like his arms being sore and stuff like that. I'm like, what does he do? What does he do? Where do y'all live at? That there's like all this open space.
Indiana.
I'm like, it looks like Kansas to me. Like there's open space and fields, but then there's like forest on like the outer brim. I've never been to Indiana. All I know is that y'all are in the breadbasket where there's all like just open, beautiful countryside everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay. Hang on. Who wanted to be a welder? Did he want to be a welder?
Yeah.
Really? Okay. Because they're talking about how he doesn't really care for his job and how he wanted to be a welder. I was like, okay, hang on. And does he have a male that passed for him, like a grandpa or something like that on his side too?
Yes.
Cool. Okay, that's the person that's talking to me about him. That's why I'm like, huh, interesting. Hang on. He says he finally has his life right. Is he older than you?
No, we're the same age.
Really? Because he says he finally has his life right. So it's almost like it took him a little bit to get to this point.
Yeah.
Hang on. Well, he says, well, the grandparents got him. This is no joke. Hang on. Hold on. Your kids are crazy. I love them. They're great. Not crazy in a bad way, but just like they're everywhere. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. If I had 3 kids, I would want them to be like that. I only have one. He's quiet and only likes to play Minecraft. And I'm like, get outside. Fuck. Come cook with me. Hang on. What does the husband do that I'm gonna call him husband? What does the husband do that why are they, it's them included, why are they worried about his back? What does he do?
He works like in a lumber yard.
Okay, cool. They're just talking about him like standing up, being there for forever, like it's gradually going to kill his back. And I'm like, it's all manual, but like what? Oh, so he sorts all the logs and watches them go in and everything like that?
Yeah.
They're talking about tree. Sorry, this is very interesting. Hang on. The smell of pine is definite in the air. Hang on. Did you want to go to school for nursing?
I just finished nursing school.
No way!
Yeah, I graduated in December.
Oh my God, congratulations!
Thank you.
Okay, sorry, they're talking about, I'm like, well, what about her? They're just like, well, she tried for a while, and they're like, and she really wants to be a nurse. And I was just like, well, did we go to school for nursing? The nurse is like, I need it. Hang on. You'd be really good in the cardiac or children's unit, like to keep people calm.
Yeah.
Hold on. Are you going to work in the local hospital in the ER though first?
I'm already working at a nursing home right now.
So that's the keeping people calm part. Good job. It's like to make people like breathe. Yeah. That's your area. It's not like, let me give you a shot in the ass and like, fuck you. It's like, let me breathe with you. Yeah, hang on. Have you been there for a couple of years now?
Only a couple of months, but I did work there for a couple of years as a CNA.
Okay, cool. Because I'm asking, I'm like, I'm like, how new is she there? Oh, she knows about it. She was there for a couple of years, and I'm like, oh, okay. This is how I wish you could be in my head so you could hear what they were saying. It's almost like listening to the radio and me having to tell you what they're talking about. Hang on. Wait, are y'all not married yet?
Oh, no, we are.
Okay. Well, what's up with the anniversary?
So the anniversary of my grandfather's death is coming up February 26th, but that's also my daughter's birthday.
Gotcha. Okay, hang on. Hang on. They're like a week apart?
My grandma's death anniversary and my grandpa's death anniversary.
Cool.
But my daughter's birthday is the same as the date of my grandpa's death anniversary.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Hang on. Who's May? Who's May for birthday? Is one of them May or beginning of May or end of May?
5. My son's birthday is the beginning of June. That's the closest.
Okay, no, hold on. But his is like June the 6th, correct? Or 7th or something like that?
The 4th.
Perfect. Okay, I'm like, it's very, very close. Okay, cool. So they give me like a little area, and I'm like, where are we at? And they're like, oh, no, it's right here. I'm like, it's not the first second, but we're not after the week. Okay. Virgo. Yeah, they're okay. They're okay. Are you and him? You and him are opposites. It's either like you're a water and he's a fire, or you're an earth and he's a water sign. What is it?
He's a Leo and I'm a Scorpio.
Perfect. That's what I'm like. I feel the vibe. They're opposites. I'm like,
yeah.
One burns intense and bright, but has like and then the other one's like, I'm gonna kill you, but I'm type of feeling. Okay, cool, perfect. So that's the water and the fire. Interesting. Hang on. You can cut him down really easy. You be careful with that. He has a very, very fragile self-esteem, even though he won't let you know that. So be careful. Dance around it. You could shit on his grits really easy. Hang on. And you know his attacks on you whenever he does it, if y'all ever get into an argument or altercation, it's like watching somebody fire an arrow at a tank, right? So you should just be like, oh God, there it is again, versus like somebody that's really pissed off. They'd be like, you're firing an arrow at me, even though it won't hurt you at all. Like that's what he is. Hang on. Does he get overly emotional, like overly sensitive emotional?
Yeah.
Okay. Or he's talking about being like, not saying this is a dramatized version of it, but it's like we hurt our soul and our heart, and it just, oh my God. And then we won't tell you, then we act like a little bitch for a little bit. It's not a bad thing. I mean, I act like a little bitch too. It's fine. Hang on. Hold on. I want to talk about her real quick. We're together in spirit. Were they not buried next to each other?
They are.
Are they really? They're actually buried, though. They're not cremated, correct?
Yeah.
Cool. Tried to have do you have a piece of them around you?
My grandma's ring. Or it's this one right here.
Perfect. Okay. Cool. Because I'm like, I go, well, what? I go, well, where are you at? And she goes, I'm around her. And I said, no. I said, so does she have ashes of you? And she says, no. She was like, I'm buried far away from there. I was like, okay, so what about with him? Well, we're both far away. I'm like, okay, so does that mean y'all aren't buried together? And she goes, no, she has a piece of me. She has a piece of me around her. And I'm like, oh, hold on. Couldn't get it on my finger. So it was literally a ring that you got from like her. It wasn't like off of her, correct?
No, yeah. She gave it to my dad, and my dad gave it to me.
Perfect. Okay, cool. Because I'm asking her, I'm like, did she take it off of you? Like, was that a thing or what? And she was like, no, it wasn't like of me. She was like, it was part of who I was. Hang on. So pretty. And she's talking about not being able to put it on her finger. And I'm like, you're fine at that point. Hang on. What happened with her that she was having the lung and the heart issues at the end?
She had lung cancer.
Perfect. Cool. Because it's very, yeah. Hang on. Oh, so she did smoke. Yeah. She said, I tried to smoke up until the end. She goes, he tried to too. So they were both smokers?
My grandfather, I think he smoked like a pipe.
Yeah. But
yeah. Not very often.
Because she says, I go, well, what happened with you? She was like, I smoked. Everybody smoked. You should see, back in my time, it was a thing for everybody. And she was like, and we just got on it. She was like, I would go through my house smell. Did she start smoking outside of the house instead of in the house?
Yeah.
Okay. Because she says her whole house smelled like it. She was like, we would just light it up and walk around. She was like, at some point, she goes, it's almost like 10 years before she died. She's like, I just decided to like start stepping back out because she's talking about smoking in the cold. And yeah, hang on. In the garage? Was she in the garage?
Yeah, they had like an attached garage to the house.
Okay. She's like the garage mostly. I'm like, okay. Yeah, she's okay. Do you have any questions for me right now? They're both okay. They're both cool. They know about baby. They know about everything that's going on.
I had a question. So whenever my daughter was born on the 5th year anniversary of my grandpa's death, was that like a sign from them?
Yeah. That's why that's the thing.
And is my cousin with them?
That was a tragic accident. What happened with that?
She was murdered by 2 of her friends.
Perfect. Okay. Because literally your grandmother says, well, that was a tragic accident. That was what that was. I don't see her with them right now, but it's because we haven't pulled her forward.
Okay.
But when they comment stuff like that, that means they know and they're with them. Because if they're not around, or if they have not met them or have not met up, that means they won't say anything about it. Okay. Is she bludgeoned and stabbed to death?
That was like a distant cousin, like through my grandma.
Yeah.
And then the most recent cousin, she was beaten and strangled.
Cool. Okay. Cool. When she was strangled, they were actually holding her there.
Yeah.
The rope, and they let her go afterwards? Literally there the entire time. Why'd they hang her up like that? What happened?
They attempted to rape her and then ended up strangling her. Yeah. And they drove around with her in the trunk for a while and then threw her in water.
Perfect. Okay. Both kids are in jail now?
Yes.
Cool. Is one on death row, or is one getting the death sentence?
No. They said that the case didn't apply for it, but they did try to get the death penalty.
Should have been the death penalty. They even found DNA evidence and everything.
Yeah.
Like, how did it not apply? How? I'm not asking you. I'm just saying, like, did they think there was a third accomplice at one point with this too?
Yeah, one of the guys' girlfriends.
Cool. Perfect. Because she's talking about there's like 3 people that are in with it. Hang on. Hang on. She sat there and watched and planned. I haven't heard from her yet, but I can tell you that because they acknowledge it, they know she's around. We would have to go a little bit different space. So what I want you to do, if you, I hate getting into things and then I'm like, I gotta have to, because now this is, it's like the energy vibrates. It's like I'm stirring it up. It's almost like starting to cook something in the kitchen and you're halfway through and like you can't finish it and you just have to like set it all there. Like that's kind of how it feels like. It's like, so not a bad thing. I have another session.
Okay.
I want you to take 5 minutes. I want you to take 10 minutes. I want you to have a good cry. I want you to have a good breather. I want you to re-listen to this session. Okay.
Okay.
If you need me, let me know. I'd love to continue your story. I'd love to work off of both of those. So one, just you just let me know. You're good. Just, did you have postpartum depression for a second?
I had PTSD, and then the postpartum, I did have more of that this pregnancy, which the PTSD kind of like flared it up.
Yeah. Because they're talking about that like darker, deeper, like intensity, like sadness, and you have no idea why. And that's why I'm like, I had postpartum depression, and so it's like it almost like hits a thing, like hits a nerve with me. So take, that's a whole nother thing. Okay. Take 5 minutes and if you need me, just let me know. Okay. Just email me first. Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
I love you. Mwah.
Love you.
Bye, baby.
Bye.